Hey guys, welcome to this on-demand session of social selling. I want to show you real quick 3 easy, fast social selling hacks. My name is Gabe Villamizar, and thank you so much for watching any other sessions that you guys watched yesterday and today. I'm the social selling director here at HireVue. If you haven't checked out HireVue, hirevue.com. We have an awesome video technology for hiring, building, and coaching your sales teams or just your teams overall. So let's just jump to it. I want these to be super interactive. This is going to be like maybe 10 minutes long, and let's get to it. By the way, if you're not familiar with social selling, if you're a beginner in social selling, this might not be the best video for you. That you might throw up. This is very intense. This is fast-paced going. These are advanced social selling tactics. I'm going to show you 3 tools on tips that I've figured out over the past few years. So let's go to your LinkedIn profile. So let's say I want to sell a product to Peter Chun. Peter Chun is our VP of Inside Sales here at HireVue. So I go to Peter Chun's profile, right? I've identified who my buyer is, and I want to find out more information about Peter Chun. I want to find out who he likes, what's the best way to talk to him. I want to find out what sports does he like, what hashtags does he use the most, what's the best way to connect with him, etc. Okay, because social selling is not really social selling if you don't understand your buyer, or if you don't really know if you're doing things in a cold way. Okay, that's just as effective as cold calling or cold emailing. So number 1, you want to be able to find out Peter Chun's email. If you find somebody's email, you're going to have a lot of power. You're going to have a lot of more momentum in getting and penetrating that account. So I recommend installing a tool called saleshack.com. Okay, this tool is free to a certain degree. They have a freemium, but what it does, it's a Google Chrome extension. With this Google Chrome extension, you can figure out people's email addresses. So once you install it, again, saleshack.com, that's tip number 1 or tool number 1. Once you install it, all you got to do is once you go to your buyer's LinkedIn profile, you click here on the top left on the Chrome extension, and a new window is going to come up. Once that Sell Hack window comes up, you put the individual's first name, last name, you put their company name, and you put their email domain name. So in this instance, Peter Chun, he works at HireVue, and his email domain is going to be email@hirevue.com. I run search, and it shoots me his email. So the way Sell Hack works, it guesses and pings the servers of what's the possible most likely that this person has XYZ email address. So in this instance, it identified that 65% pattern match is pchun@hirevue.com. So because he works at HireVue, obviously I know that's his email, but I'm just giving this example. So with that email address, okay, I could again email him after I've done my research. Okay, so let's jump into a little bit more about research. If you click on somebody's contact info, it depends. Sometimes you might not see this contact info window. Sometimes you will. A lot of the times people have identified or linked their Twitter profile to their LinkedIn account. If that's the case, okay, you want to click on their LinkedIn, on the Twitter profile. If not, just open up a new tab and search for that person's first name, last name, company name. Most likely they are going to be on Twitter. Okay, so once we go down here, the next tool you want to install is a tool called CrowdRiff Rifle, or Riffle, I'm not sure how you say it. But again, this is another Chrome extension that's free, and it is freaking awesome. It's one of my favorites, and I'm going to show you how it works. Again, it's free, it's a Google Chrome extension, and let me show you how that works. Once you install Rifle by CrowdRiff, you're going to scroll down and find a tweet that this individual has done. So in this instance, let me go here. Once you install that Rifle, this little 3 blue, green, and red squares are going to come up next to any of their tweets. If you click on that, what's going to happen is it's going to give you a snapshot of everything that Peter Chun does on his Twitter profile. Okay, it even tells me here's his LinkedIn profile. He has a cloud score of 53. Cloud score aggregates all this individual's social media profiles and determines the score from 0 to 100. So right here it tells me Pete has tweeted 1,100 times. He has 2,000 followers. He has 4.8 thousand followers. Okay, I keep scrolling down. It shows me here his Twitter bio, where he's from. For every tweet he does, he gets about 8 retweets, For every favorite tweet that he does, he gets for every tweet he does, he gets 9.7 favorites. Okay, it tells me what top hashtags he's using. So it tells me here he uses a lot of the social selling hashtags, hashtag sales, hashtag legendary, hashtag success rates, hashtag inside sales. This is the best information I can find, and it's going to educate me into what Peter likes to talk about. What hashtags does he want to associate himself with? And with this information, okay, you might not think it's very valuable, but I'm going to research and find out why he likes these hashtags, why he talks about these topics, and then try to embed that into my cold outreach. Try to embed that into my cold email outreach, okay? That's how you use social selling. By using social data, infuse it into your traditional prospecting, okay? I'm not against traditional prospecting. I'm not against, and I don't think any of you should be, okay? If your buyer is on social, and if your buyer is a traditional buyer as well, try to use both of best worlds. Keep going down here. It tells me he interacts the most with LinkedIn, with HireVue, Client Success, Jack, and Jeff Weiner. Okay, again, I want to find out who these companies are, who these people are, and what is their relationship with them. Okay, and maybe do I have any mutual relationships with these people? Which URLs does he use the most when he tweets? So by finding out which URLs he uses the most, then I'm going to find out what content he likes reading the most. Meaning he educates, if he's sharing content from a specific website, that means Peter Chun likes to go to that website to educate himself, to stay in the know and stay in the how, etc. So again, if I want to share a piece of content in my email, or if I want to mention an article in my cold outreach, then I most likely want to include one of these URLs he's using. Now, how about if I want to tweet at him, or if I want to get a hold of Peter Chun? The next thing you want to do then is look at what days of the week he tweets the most. Because if I were to reach out to him on February 4th, you see, he didn't tweet at all. But if I were to reach out to him on February 9th, he had 3 tweets. On the 10th, he had 2. On the 11th, he had 3, etc. So you can pick up a pattern of behavior, of social data behaviors, that's going to help you, right, increase your chance of penetrating this account, getting his attention, and standing out. And last but not least, I know he's a huge iPhone fan because his tweets come from his iPhone. I know he's using Buffer, that means he's social savvy, and he might be. And for 16% of his tweets, it tells me right here he's using the desktop version. Again, guys, super powerful, super stalker status. But hey, use this data, use this tool to really penetrate accounts. So that's tool number 2, Rifle by CrowdRiff. Last but not least, I want to show you Tweetdeck. I want to copy, first of all these hashtags. So you want to Command-C that or copy. And let's go to Tweetdeck real quick. So I want to track and see who's talking about these hashtags, like I mentioned earlier. And what you want to do, and Tweetdeck is free, it's owned by Twitter. It's just awesome content aggregator and displays columns of any content you like. So I want to click on Add Column. I'm going to add search, and I want to do a Boolean search. Boolean search is a specific search parameter that's going to help you display specific key terms that you insert in the search. So as you can see here, I pasted all these hashtags, and once I paste that, I want to go in the beginning and I want to put or in between hashtags. So social selling or sales or legendary or make sure that it's all caps and there's spaces in between, right? Or success rates or space inside sales, okay? And I want to search for that. And the reason why I'm telling you to do this, once you find the keywords that your prospect or buyer is using, because you want to see what are these keywords, right? Who's talking about these keywords? Because most likely the content that is being shared by the people using this hashtag is also going to be relevant to Peter Chun. So as you can see here, I can see all the people who are using these hashtags. I can see the influencers. I can see companies who are using this, and it's going to help me again build that trust with Peter. I'm going to try to get and think like Peter Chun, right, since he's my buyer. And then before I talk to him, after I've done all my research, I'm going to have the higher chance probability that he's going to listen to me because we're having the same conversations, I'm using the same verbiage, and I'm talking to his pain points, etc. So guys, that's it. That's all I wanted to cover today. Thank you so much for joining us at Sales Kickoff Summit 2016. Hope you've enjoyed the sessions. It's been really awesome putting this event together with Sales Hacker, hosted by HireVue as well. Thank you so much for your time. Hit us up, on Twitter using hashtag SalesKickoff16 or on LinkedIn. Let me know what you thought. Tell me which sessions did you like, which sessions you did not like. What can we do better next time? We're gonna do a few of these per year. So thanks for your time and take it easy. Take care. Bye.